Good afternoon, South Carolina, and welcome to another episode of Spurs Up. As always, I'm your host, Connor Lomas, alongside me, Nick Close. Unfortunately, we're missing Derek today, but glad to have Nick back on the show. Today, we're joined by senior club hockey player at the university, Duncan Hickman. Duncan, thank you for coming on today.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. So, can you go ahead and talk about your personal relationship with hockey a bit? I know you've been playing since you were 7, so give me a little bit of insight in that.
Yeah, I grew up in Utah. I've been playing for 16 years now, but played there all throughout high school and coming up in the house leagues. Had a couple of games in juniors in the middle of my freshman year here, actually. But since I got here, I started freshman year, and I've played all 5 years that I've been at school. Mm-hmm. With the ACHA, you get 5 years of eligibility, so I'm using up my 5th year this year.
There you go.
Okay.
No problem with that.
And so you've been here 5 years, as you just said. So how has Gamecock Hockey grown as you've seen it from your freshman year till now? You guys have a lot of success now. So how have you seen the fan base grow and the team grow as you've been on it the last 5 years as president and vice president?
Yeah, probably the most noticeable would be the fan base. We have a great media team now that really gets us out there, and we get a lot of publicity. We had our little stint with Barstool last year that got us a lot of notoriety, but yeah, I don't know the actual number for the game this past weekend, but I know when we played Georgia a couple months ago, we had about 840 fans or so.
Yeah, in Clemson, you guys were sold out. People were
we
out
sold
there
out. The wine was
get
wrapped
in.
around the building. A lot of people were turning away. The fire marshal showed up.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
So I mean, I guess that just goes to show how many people are getting out there and how much publicity we're getting now that they decided to show up for that game.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, we've grown in a lot of other aspects. We've been lucky enough to get some outside financing, which has been a struggle in general for club sports, since we pay all of our dues, including that only includes our travel, hotels, buses and everything to get to away weekends. Paying for ice time is really expensive down here because there are only a few rinks, so demand's pretty high. But we had Hayden Hurst made a donation to the team, helped us buy some new jerseys. But yeah, that was one of the big things. But now we're able to buy more products that kind of get us out there. We sell jerseys now, so we have people walking around campus wearing jerseys. And that just helps us out a lot with the fan base. But yeah, I mean, as far as the team goes though and growth, this year I just noticed that the players are a lot more motivated to focus on hockey rather as like an outlet just to kind of hang out and have a good time and play. These guys are really motivated and want to do something on the national level.
Awesome. Yeah, so go ahead and talk about your relationship with your teammates a bit and even your coaches too.
Yeah, so well, I guess I'm the last guy left since our coach started here. It was my first season, his first season coaching, but we've developed a great relationship over the last couple of years, and then with the players, I mean, it's a great group of guys, and we really all get along. This year, I think more than any other year, the whole team has really come together, and yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then, so you guys are getting into postseason now. So you guys have, you just had a big win versus Clemson in OT, and now you're going on to the ACHA regional tournament versus College of Charleston. How are you guys feeling going into the postseason? After a little disappointing SEC tournament, how are you feeling going in? How are you guys preparing for this next game versus College of Charleston?
Yeah, so obviously we're disappointed with the results of the SEC tournament. It's kind of rough coming off a couple of rough games toward the end of the season, and maybe attribute that to a little bit of complacency and that we were winning the whole season, and I think we just kind of were wrapping up, and I guess some late season fatigue maybe set in along with some complacency, and so it was nice to get the win against Clemson at home now leading into the tournament to just give us a little bit of momentum. Focusing on the tournament, I mean, we don't know much about College of Charleston. We haven't played them and really don't know a lot, but as far as focusing on what we're going to do this week, I think we're probably going to focus a lot on the defensive end and we've struggled lately in our own zone and trying to get out and just need to get back to where we were a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Do you think the team will kind of be, content and a little less stressed out going into this game against College of Charleston? And do you think that, you have a lot of experience on the team leading into the game? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, we just really need to buckle down and think about where we were and what we can do with this team. I mean, this is probably the best opportunity we've ever had in a national run.
Wow.
And as long as I've been here at least. And we need to focus on what we're going to do and really think about the opportunity we have here and capitalize on that.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you think like the fan base will kind of follow you guys through the playoffs as far as you guys go?
I think so. Yeah, we've got quite a social media following now, and we've got a lot of support. So. And
especially through the live streams you guys do, people are able to watch remotely, which is great.
Right.
And you guys get to keep your following even when you guys are away, which is awesome.
Yep. Yeah, that's our segment of SGTV. Like our CCS thing does your live streams on YouTube and everything.
Yeah, with Dylan and everything. Yeah, and they get a lot of views.
Great.
It's great.
Yeah, Dylan's awesome. But yeah, we see like I'll be sitting there and I'll be at home. Hockey, all that too much for me sometimes. But I'll be sitting there at home watching the live streams, and you guys have a decent amount of like viewers on there every time. So.
Yeah, I know. Personally, I've got like my old coaches are watching games and everything.
Yeah.
I'll have just randomly I'll get texts after a game from an old coach or some old teammates back home in Utah who watch the game, and it's nice that we have that, and parents also obviously for a lot of out-of-state students that can watch the game when they're not here.
Yeah. Do you think those relationships with your teammates and coaches are going to follow you throughout, wherever you end up afterwards?
Yeah, your current teammates and everything?
Definitely. I think the relationships I've had with hockey teammates over any other sport I've played have been really the deep ones that have lasted a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you spend so much time together, really.
Right.
It's a grind all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. So going off the whole club sports aspect, I know that there are a lot of other club sports, and lacrosse actually just won a national title. And unbelievably, I feel like they still don't necessarily get the recognition that, some club sport teams might want, like basketball or whatever per se. And since hockey really this is like South Carolina's hockey team, you really feel like that has a bigger sense to it and a bigger idea that you guys are carrying something more than just a club hockey team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I know there's the point that we're not a varsity team, and at the same time, we're putting in a lot of time and effort here, and we're putting in our own money for it, and really working hard and trying to carry on something we've been doing our whole lives. So, I mean, you can make the argument either side. I see where people come from in the school, but at the same time, I think a little more recognition for what we're doing, and we're being recognized out in public in general, that maybe a little more recognition for what we do from the school would be nice.
Mm-hmm. And because we were just saying it is a club sport, you guys take it much more serious than just a club sport. What's a practice week leading up to a game like for you guys?
So we practice on Monday and Wednesday. Usually have games Friday, Saturday, or Friday, Sunday. Saturday, Sunday, kind of depends on the weekend. But guys do their own workouts. Some work out together, hit Strom together. As far as on ice, it's just the Monday, Wednesday, and then the games on the weekend. But other than that, everyone's kind of holding each other accountable to get in the gym and be in shape and be ready to go when we're on the ice, since time's limited, and especially like I said earlier, the only rink we have down here really. So it's hard to get out there sometimes. And
get ice time and everything.
Yeah, I totally get it. Well, that is all the time we have for today, and Duncan, we really appreciate you coming on the show.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Yeah, no problem. And until next time, South Carolina, Spurs up.